I'm sure he's very focused and very ready, and I'd love to see him come out on the winning end, being that this is his last game against his former team.
Yeah, Chris, I agree. He's got to be really amped up for this one, and you just hope that he will let the game come to him and not try and do too much. He seems to in the past couple of games. I saw his quote in the paper last week after the loss to Notre Dame when he stepped up in the second half. In the first half, he seemed to be pressing a little bit, not getting his shot in his spot that he's really good on the wing with room and time. And he started letting the game come to him, and hopefully he'll do that today and really relax and get into the flow of the game.
Well, buddy, you ready?
We're ready. Face-off time.
It's face-off time. So Loyola dressed in all white, Duke dressed in all black. Loyola heading left to right. It's going to be Schiavone taking the draw for the Greyhounds against Costabile, long pole for Duke. Costabile, very talented defenseman, almost an offensive threat out of Connecticut. Have Hinton closest to the bench. Ebseri far sideline. Schiavone initially wins the draw. He actually picks it up, being trailed by Costabile. Gets it quickly to Finnerty. Finnerty maintains possession. He steps into the box, receives some pressure quickly, throws it up to Langen. And McDonnell, I see, is starting for Loyola. And I thought that was a flag down, Chris, but I think that's a marker on the field.
Yes, it is a marker.
No penalty as McDonnell receives it from behind the cage to Langen. Cooper sat out last week with an undisclosed shoulder injury. I believe it's just a bad bruise. It'll be interesting to see how long he can go today. And certainly Loyola's happy to have that potential offensive production on the field. So first midfield, we have Chris Baszler getting his first start of the year. Up top it goes to Lusby. Lusby quickly over to Murray. First line, this was the original first line at the beginning of the season. Baszler goes down, and we've had some players fill in very credibly. Just getting underway here at the Ridley Athletic Complex, 14:04 left to go as Baszler runs it down the right sideline. Does get picked up. Baszler goes and takes a shot, bounces it. Nice save there by Weigreiser as it goes behind the cage. Interesting to see Duke not sliding on that. Gave Baszler the complete lane. He probably could have taken 3 more steps.
Absolutely. Duke apparently not going to slide from the crease on the midfielders coming down. Him coming in from the wing real quick. All right, pushed behind the cage is Murray.
All right, Murray receives it from Langen on the restart. Quickly goes up to Baszler, far sideline. Baszler goes back down to his left to Murray. Murray back to him once again. Baszler running up into the middle field, getting a lot of pressure there from the short stick midi from Duke. Baszler now runs hard to his right, once again down the right-hand alley, looking for someone on the inside, goes back behind to Murray. Murray can't get free. Throws it over to his right to Baszler. Baszler goes back down low to McDonnell. McDonnell back to Chris. Over to his left it goes to Murray. Murray down low to Finnerty. Finnerty now goes point behind to Langen. Langen does have a short pole on him. Langen running to his left now behind the cage. Now quick cut back to the right. Does get goal line extended. Quickly goes up to Finnerty. Finnerty over to Lusby. Lusby down on the right-hand alley. Takes a shot. Gets deflected. Almost picked up there by Murray in front of the cage and batted in. No can-dos. It's still being battled for. Let's see who comes up with it. Body's starting to fly. Duke being very physical out of the gate. Ball initially pushed over to the Duke sideline. Picked up there nicely by number 35 for the Blue Devils, Parker McKee.
Yeah, good ride right now by Loyola. If they can hold it out of the box for another couple of seconds, Duke just turned the ball over.
Picked up by Cottrell. Cottrell quickly goes up to Finnerty. Finnerty one-hand scoop, maintains possession. 12:32 left to go here, first period. No score, just underway here at the Ridley Athletic Complex. Murray maintains possession, still has the short stick on him. Up top now goes to Hurst, so it looks like we're going to have the second line in. Now Finnerty can't handle pass, looks like he wasn't expecting it, so it's going to be cleared out quickly by the Blue Devils as it goes up to Crotty. Crotty, it's important to note, is a World Team member.
Yeah, Chris, he also played when Duke beat the World Team. He played for the World Team. So Duke beat the World Team down in Florida in January, and Crotty was actually playing for the World Team and not Duke.
Crotty has it behind the cage, so substitutions now for the Blue Devils. Waiting for their first line. Crotty receives it behind the cage. Duke really not going towards the goal as they're still substituting. Up top it goes to number 20, Schoeffel. Schoeffel behind the cage to Crotty. Crotty being picked up by Dirks. Ball now moving clockwise as it goes over to Quinzani. Up top it goes to Turry. Turry quickly over to number 26, Robert Botans. Botans running down the left-hand side, just steps into the box now, pulls back out as Hinton's on him. Throws it over to his right to Turry. Turry being picked up there by Crimmins. Turry sweeps hard to his left, can't get free from Crimmins, still goes to his left, tries to get his hands free, can't. Now he rolls back to the right. Crimmins still on him, back to his left. Does get inside, pass there on the crease. Now pops back up to Rotans, quickly goes behind the cage to Karate. Karate just sitting behind the cage with no pressure, looking for something on the inside. Now he comes goal line extended, gets his hands free. Great save there by Hagelin as Karate goes low. Jake quickly over to his right to Lane. Lane gets cut off there nicely. Now he throws it back to Hagelin behind the cage, quickly goes over to Cottrell, far sideline. Cottrell goes up to Crimmins. Crimmins just needs to run past Karate, which he does. Steps into the box. So good first defensive stand for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, very good defense by Loyola. They had 3 to 4 slides that they had to make. All made the slides and pushed the ball behind the goal, and Jake Hagelin made a great save on Crowdy coming around left-handed.
All right, 10:20 left to go here. No score, just underway here in the first period. Hurst throws it up top to Ebsary. So we're going to have Ebsary, Pat Burns, and Hurst on the second line. Burns with possession runs behind the cage. He's going to invert behind as he has the short stick on him. Burns runs hard to his right. Does get goal line extended quickly. Goes up to Finnerty. Finnerty goes low and scores! And there it is, the first goal ever at Ridley Athletic Complex. And it's Finnerty, the ex-Dookie, that gets the goal.
Absolutely. Colin got set up. Very, very nice draw. Colin's man had to slide. He's up on the right, set up for his right hand crank. Goes low and hits the lower left corner. Beautiful shot.
What's interesting about that, and Chris, you're more of a defensive player than I was, is Finnerty's not a dodger. It just looks like they're giving him a lot of room. And I don't know the scheme of the defense, but they might be well served maybe to play on his gloves a little more because that's his game. If he gets room and time, he's fairly dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. And the scouting report on him is room and time. And I don't know why people slide away from him. I'd rather make somebody else beat me knowing Colin from 10 yards is lethal. All
right, Schiavone out once again against Costabile. We now have Moriarty with the long pole. Schiavone wins it from behind. Costabile over him. Great job by John. As he throws it behind now, goes quickly up to Josh Hawkins. Hawkins can't handle it, still being battled for it. Hawkins gets it, but he gets knocked to the turf. Duke now with possession as they go behind to Weigreiser. So a missed opportunity there. Weigreiser gets knocked to the turf. No call there on Langen. And Duke's going to get out of this easy as they cross the midfield line with number 31, David Lawson. Costabile in the middle of the field. Nobody picking him up. He's an offensive threat. Crotty now, the quarterback, has it behind the cage. Over it goes to Quinzani. It does feel like Crotty and Quinzani have been here for, what, about 12 years?
Yeah, definitely.
It feels like that, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Behind it goes to, once again, to Crotty. Crotty, Howell, and Quinzani in on attack for the Blue Devils. McKee now has it up top. McKee over to Lawson. Lawson now to Catalino. Catalino once again goes behind the Crotty. Ball now moving clockwise. So substitutions now complete for the Blue Devils as Coyle looks to receive it from McKee. He does not. McKee maintains possession, comes down the right alley. Now he rolls back to his left. Can't get free there. Nice defense by Moriarty. Swings it behind to Crotty. Ball now moving counterclockwise. Crotty being played by Dirks as it goes all the way up to Coyle. Coyle now a little right to left down the alley, being played nicely by Crimmins. Slips to the turf. Crimmins knocks it to the ground. Crimmins picks it up on his own. Crimmins now looking for some help. He's going to get cut off by 3 Devils. And, oh boy, they knock it out of his stick as the ball's on the ground at midfield. Crimmins tries to take Catalino down. Lane now picks it up. Great job there by Crimmins as it's thrown over to Moriarty. Got to be careful to stay on sides here, which they do. And up it goes to McDonnell.
Yeah, nice decision, or nice play by Crimmins. He made a bad decision, tried to take on 2 Duke defenders, got the ball stripped, but nice hustle play to get the ball back at the midfield.
7:55 left to go here. Loyola currently leading 1-0 as Langen has it behind the cage as the ball is moving counterclockwise. First midfield coming back on for Loyola as Murray receives it from Finnerty. So we're going to have Murray, Baszler, and Lusby. Kind of a circle right now as Loyola looks to get into their offensive set as the ball comes over to Lusby right in front of the Duke bench. Lusby down to his right to McDonnell. McDonnell's still kind of feeling his way, hasn't really dodged at this point. Probably still getting used to the pad he's wearing on that shoulder. Probably still figuring how much pressure he can take. All the way up top it goes to Lusby. Loyal's really spreading out Duke right now. Back to Baszler. Baszler running hard to his right. Flips it quickly to Lusby. Lusby, ooh, he let it go there. Quick, picked up right in front of the cage by McDonnell. He didn't see that he had a ton of room as Lusby still has it over. It goes to Murray. Murray tries to get inside. He does. Gets a stick down. Oh, we got checked from behind there. Quickly picked up by the Blue Devils. I thought Murray was going to be all alone there, but nice back check there on him as Duke now is in a clearing situation. And they mishandled it, and it's going to go back to the Greyhounds with 6:48 left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, bad play by Duke there. The defenseman not concentrating, misses the ball out of bounds with no one within 20 yards of him. This seems to be what has plagued Duke over the last couple of games. Just they make a nice play defensively, make a back check, pick the ball up, and then throw the ball away.
Back to live action here. Up top it goes to Ebsary. So second line now on for Loyola, still waiting for Burns to come on the field. Burns now crosses the midfield line, receives a pass from Ebsary over to the right. It goes to Hurst, down low to McDonnell. McDonnell behind to Langen. Langen, a little left to right move, a little swim move behind the cage. Does get goal line extended, comes around, ooh, takes a shot quickly. Didn't have a great angle, but backed up there nicely by Cooper. Possession back to Loyola. Substitutions now for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, nice little drive there. Again, for all the tactics.